Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Let's Revise. As you know, on 7th of March you have your social science exam and there are 100 days less than remaining for your board exams. So I am starting a series of 100 days providing you hundreds of revision questions so that you prepare well for your board examinations. And today is day 2 of 100 days. The first question is MCQ. Identify the correct option that describes the act given below. The act was passed by the Imperial Legislative Council. It gave power to the government to repress political activities. It empowered the government to detain political prisoners without trial. And your options are Rowlatt Act, Vernacular Act, Government of India Act, Inland Immigration Act. And the right answer to this question is option A, Rowlatt Act. So read your questions properly and answer the question properly. Moving to second question, which is usually asked for 2 marks. The question is traders and travelers introduced new crops to the lands they traveled. Substantiate the statement with illustrations. Illustrations is nothing but examples. Your answer should be in points. The first point is traders and travelers carried new food crops to different places as they moved. Like for example, noodles from China moved to Europe to become spaghetti. Foods like potatoes, tomatoes, chili, maize, and groundnuts that we eat today very lovingly, which are found in Asia, came actually from America to Europe and Asia. These food became known only after Christopher Columbus discovered the lands of America, where they originally came from. So include your answers in points, and this attracts the evaluator to give you the extra marks that you actually guys deserve. Let's move to next question, question number 3, which usually comes for 3 marks. The question is provide evidence to support the claim that print culture had significant impact on the life of women in India, especially the social life. So you have to give examples from print culture of Indian context women, including, and the answer basically goes as the rise of print culture allowed women to read and learn new ideas that were earlier closed to them. Many women secretly learned to read because society did not support women's education. Second point, some women started writing about their own lives. For example, Rasundari Devi from Bengal, who wrote a book called as Amar Jeevan, that is an autobiography in complete Bengali language. Next example is about Kailash Pashini Devi, who wrote about the problems faced by women and how they were forced to do hard work and treated unfairly at home. Likewise, in Maharashtra, Tarabai Shinde and Pandita Ramabai also wrote about the miserable life of upper caste Hindu women, especially widows. The next example is about a novel, or especially a Tamil novel, showed how reading gave women freedom from strict social rules. So, print culture, therefore, played a very significant role. Moving to question number 4, which usually comes for 5 marks. How would you evaluate Napoleon as an administrator who created a more rational and efficient system? Elucidate with suitable example. The answer expected here is about Civil Code of 1804. As this is of 5 marks, you should include 5 points at least compulsory. So civil code is also known as Napoleonic Code, which gave lot of rights to people like owning property, equality before law. It ended privileges based on birth and made society more fair over here. It also introduced in many places where Napoleon conquered the regions. It gave people new rights and freedom to peasants, workers, businessmen, and artisans who earlier faced many restrictions. And in the areas like Italy, Germany, Switzerland, and Dutch Republic, peasants no longer had to pay feudal taxes. Serfdom was ended, and complicated administrative systems were basically simplified because of Napoleon. Fourth point is guild restrictions that earlier controlled trade and production in towns were removed, which encouraged business and industry. Fifth point, transport and communication were improved, and use of common currency, standard weights, measures, and uniform laws made trade very easy between one region to another region and more efficient. So these are your 4 questions for today. Thank you. Let's meet tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone. Prepare well.